Oh, shit. You guys, you know what I want to fucking do real quick? What I need to do really quick? We need to go read the Embers Adrift, um,
Patch notes?
the newsletter. Because I was going to do that yesterday, but then I did not get to stream. Okay, let's see. Let's get this up, pulled up. No, I don't feel like doing that. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Okay, whatever. I suppose that's like fucking good enough. Okay. Let's see. Let's check this out. All right. So this was announced yesterday. This was a post from yesterday, January 31st of 2024. Embers Adrift newsletter, state of the game newsletter, and roadmap update for the year of 2024. So let's see what they have to say. State of the game, solo snacks, roadmap, and a big announcement. Intro. We're starting off 2024 with a few big steps for Embers Adrift. We've received a lot of feedback during our first year, and some of it has been very consistent. We reviewed it all again in order to help plan out our 2024 year. As we prepared our roadmap, and we are very excited to bring in some of the things our players and others in the genre are constantly requesting. We'll start off the newsletter below with our roadmap, and that will lead us right into our big announcement. Then we will talk about our first update of the year and what we've already accomplished. Rest assured, we are committed to avoiding any kind of cash shop or pay to win in Embers Adrift. Ultimately, our focus will be on maintaining and growing the Embers Adrift community. If this is the first time you're hearing about Embers Adrift, it is a challenge-driven MMORPG where players can experience over 1,000 hours of entertainment on a single character. With quests that have multiple outcomes, hundreds of rare mobs, and thousands of rare quest items. Rare and / quest items. Not thousands of quest items, but Just thousands of items.
They'll get there.
And a steady stream of new content coming out on a steady schedule. It's never been easier to find long-term entertainment at a great price. You can support us by buying the game here for yourself. Psst, use my affiliate link. Or for a friend, and maintaining our optional subscription as time goes on. You can also purchase a month of subscription perks for your friends who may not have an active subscription. We also have a merch shop and a soundtrack if you'd like to support us in other ways. As a small company trying to go against the grain by not focusing on maximum monetization out of our player base, we want to say a huge thank you to our subscribers. Your support is very much appreciated. Alright, so can I look at it, open it, make it bigger? Okay, whatever. Can't make it bigger apparently. At least not on this desktop. I could on my phone. Anyways, okay, the Embers Adrift 2024 roadmap. Immediate priority. Community initiatives, free trial, secret stuff, GM event improvements. I can't wait to find out what the secret stuff is. Like, what is that? What do you guys think? Anybody got ideas? What's the secret stuff? It's community stuff. So, and GM. What?
Which web browser are you using?
Just Edge. It's fine.
Try Control Plus.
Yeah, I know I can zoom in that way. It's fine. It's whatever. GM event improvements. That's gonna be great. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I hope they get to that soon, because yeah, GM events, more GM events and better GM events would be amazing. Solo sphere improvements, EV solo loops, and bulletin boards. New encounter tech, and a new marketing initiatives. New encounter tech, that sounds exciting to me. That's one thing that I have pretty consistently mentioned to pretty much everyone, the devs, the rest of the community, people on stream, whatever. Is that I really would like to see more interesting and complex mechanics in Embers Adrift. So, yeah. That will be pretty cool if we can see some of that. Short-term priority. Epic quests. Discover the others. Ooh, that's exciting. Fishing. You're gonna love that one, Cypher. That's pretty fucking exciting too, fishing. New zones. Dryfoot Fortress, Forgotten Depths 3, and Grizzled Peaks 2. New creatures. Obviously, new creatures come with new zones. And more boss encounters. Again, obviously that comes with new zones. I'm not sure why those are separate bullets, but yeah. So that's cool. Can't wait to see the fucking fortress. Well, I should say I can't wait to see it actually populated with things, because I've seen the inside of it. Let's see here. Long-term priority. Equipment categorization. Fucking yes, please. We're begging you. Enhanced weather tech. It would be really cool if they actually get to this one this year. I'm gonna say if anything gets punted, it's gonna be the weather for sure. Off of the long-term priority list anyways. More armor and weapons. Crafting improvements. Alchemy 3. Mail system. Fucking, I really hope that comes through too. And new zones, Grimstone 3, and an unrevealed zone. That's interesting. An unrevealed zone. Interesting. I wonder what that unrevealed zone could possibly be. Equipment categorization. Yeah, that's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So it looks like with this roadmap looks different than last year's roadmap, right? Last year's roadmap was more like a spreadsheet looking type table. It had quite a few things on it. Seems like they really, and this is probably why it took so long for them to get this roadmap out, because I was literally bugging Drindon quite a bit about a roadmap, like back in October. I'm like, where's the new roadmap? So it's probably why it took them so long, because it looks like they really went through and put a lot of thought and effort and consideration into culling the list and making a modest amount of points here on the roadmap to keep the expectations and from the community, but also from themselves and each other at a reasonable limit.
Yeah, let Adun get some sleep.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see that while it doesn't seem like a lot here on this list, I'm glad for that, because that means they're not reaching too far. You know, they've learned obviously over the past year, and so that's a good sign. Obviously they'll add, you know, they'll keep doing what they always do and improve things, balance things. I'm sure we'll get, you know, new ember veins and things like that here and there, whatever. Stuff that isn't on the list. But this is just the list of the main points of what they're going to be going for this year. So, and of course, as it says here at the bottom, subject to change. It's always subject to change, right? Because we don't know what the future holds. Subject to change. Along with the above, we will continue to implement regular content adjustments and bugs fixes as we have done before. And if you've been paying attention to this game for the past year, like actually paying attention to it, to the patches and content updates, if you've been playing it all throughout the year, or even longer, like I have, you know, like you should know. I hope you should fucking know if you've been playing the game, paying attention. You've seen the evidence that they can stay consistent, adding content and patches, and that they show no signs of slowing down or giving up. They're dedicated. Okay. Anyways. Oh, let me check on chat here. Where are you at, chat? Right there. I don't know about it, thinking those. To ponder more, I should land it. Yes. Definitely do that. Depends how they decide to do the fishing. Well, yeah, I mean, there is that, but back to pants. Yeah, okay. Let's get on with this. Roadmap. Let me get a drink real quick. All right. Roadmap and big announcement. Immediate. As you can see above, our immediate priorities are focused around the community. We've taken a serious look at the feedback we've received and determined that we need to give players a better solo experience without compromising grouping, and give new players a chance to try the game without paying up front. As an indie studio that listens to our players and works very hard on our game, we need to work just as hard to earn the trust of other players in the genre. Therefore, we are happy to announce that we will be introducing a free trial for Embers Adrift. This will include all of the content in the entire first zone, as well as the first dungeon. This will give new players the chance to experience the questing, bulletin boards, and solo experience, as well as the grouping experience, as they delve into Central Veins Dungeon. We plan to launch the free trial around the end of February. Keep an eye on our socials and Discord linked below for more updates. So that means there's going to be a free trial, free whatever, that's like going to be permanent, right? Permanent free trial, but obviously if it's a free trial, you're only getting one character, right? You're only going to get one character. Most likely. I won't say for sure because obviously I don't know for sure, okay? I'm not a dev. I'm not on the team. I don't know this shit unless they tell me, and they have not told me. So, I'm going to assume that with the free trial, you're only going to get one character. And as it says here, you're only going to get access to New Haven Valley. So everything within New Haven Valley, that's the first zone. You won't be able to go into the city. Probably not going to be able to trade. There's might even be a special chat for you guys. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of opening the floodgates to the riffraff, but I think that's just a punch we gotta roll with because it's necessary for survival of the game, and I think in the long term it will be a good thing. But we are going to see more trolls and more people coming in just to shit on the fucking game in chat, like just to get us all riled up, whatever. So just remember, guys, to be kind, don't feed the trolls, and I don't know, tolerate them. There's an ignore button. Block, ignore, you know, like just be prepared for that. Be prepared for that to be a thing, especially when it first opens up. Like it'll probably fade off, and then we'll just get one like here and there, whatever. But anyways, our bulletin board system was just launched on January 30th, so we are already able to check that one off the roadmap list, as well as several of the Ember Vein solo loops. The goal is to have every Ember Vein in the game include a soloable section with its own special mobs and unique loot. Players are already fawning over a pair of gloves that drop in one of the earlier Ember Vein solo loops. We plan to add more features to the bulletin board to include gathering, crafting, exploration, and lore tasks as we go forward. These bulletin boards offer tasks that are completely soloable, and they offer experience as a reward, as well as a health regen buff to help with further soloing or grouping. This is juxtaposed to our quests, which usually have at least one objective that requires grouping and offers valuable items as a reward, as opposed to experience. These tasks are not dailies. Players can do as many as they like, and they give players even more valuable objectives to complete while their group forms, or if they don't have time for a longer group session, but still want to log in and play. Typo, Drendon. Typo. So yes, they're not dailies, which, like I said the other day, they're sort of like dailies, but they're not dailies. But it's a very similar concept. Because how can they're not dailies? Obviously, because there's not a limit, right? That's the whole thing with the dailies, is there's a limit. So there's no limit means they're not dailies, but they're very similar to dailies. I think this is pretty great. I think this system has a ton of potential to bring some really cool things into the game and interesting things to do, especially for solo players. It's really good that they finally added some real meat for solo players to chew on, and that it's going to be getting expanded, so solo players will get even more things to do with this, like, so yeah. And it gives experience, which, like I said, is not how normal quests work, so that's interesting. That's good, because I've seen people complaining about this in Discord about the way this thing works, and they want more experience, or they want you know, whatever. There have been a few complaints, which are valid, yes, but I encourage you to remember to look at this system through the lens of a solo player who mainly plays solo. Repeatable, yeah, repeatables, yes, thank you. Repeatable is a better thing. I said the same thing you just did to Aloha in her stream today. She went on her kindness thing after that. Yeah, which is basically what I just said too. Like, remember to be kind. It's just the pros outweigh the cons, so we just block them if you have to. Remember to be kind. Don't feed them. You know, don't argue with them, like, necessarily. Like, you can debate, but when it starts becoming, yeah, I mean, there's a limit. Anyways, you guys are hard on my negativity. Well, someone's gotta be. Okay, so, anyways, these repeatables are awesome. I'm excited about this system. We have a secret plan that we'll be testing soon on the QA server, and it has so many benefits, it's almost too good not to implement. It will serve to really strengthen the community, and as long as testing and feedback go well, we will be very excited to port it over to live. The new encounter tech will take what some consider endgame content and allow us to offer this type of content to all level ranges throughout the game. Huh. Huh. Okay. I'm really curious. I'm really curious what this is now. I wonder what it could be. What do you guys think? You have any ideas? Let me know. Let me know if you have any ideas. Short term. As for our short-term priorities, we've got some very exciting items on the list that we have been dying to get out the door. Many of these things are being worked on in conjunction with our immediate priorities. Adding fishing to this list made a lot of sense, since we're prioritizing fun and meaningful things that players can do solo at any level while they wait for their friends, or in smaller chunks of time. I mean, who doesn't love fishing and MMOs, am I right? Epic quests are in fact done as their unique weapon art. Epic quests are in fact done as are their unique weapon art. Okay, makes sense. But we are waiting for certain zones to come into the game that these quests will send you to. Kind of the same story for the others encounters. We're waiting for a few technical details for them. The monsters and new skull tier bosses will of course be forthcoming too. Long term. Our long-term priorities are things that we've been working on as time allows. We are very excited about them. As soon as we get the chance to work on these things, we will be. Our goal is to get everything in the list done this year. We may even be able to bump some things from the long to short term. Keep an eye on our patch notes as we go through the year. We may get them done sooner than expected. There are many other things on our wish list that we did not put on the roadmap, so if something you are hoping for isn't here, doesn't mean it's not in our minds or plans. Yeah, I hope fishing is really good. I do. I hope fishing isn't just fishing. I hope fishing is a mini game, right? Like I want a mini game. And sidebar, I really liked Nautilus's mention of putting the gem game that so many other games have, right? So many other games have a little gem game or a matching game or whatever, and I would love that. Like, let me play tic-tac-toe or some shit with ember stones. Like, I don't know. I think that would be amazing, and I don't really think it would be too hard to implement either. So, but then again, I'm not a dev, so what do I know? But I gotta remember to mention that one in one of the meetings or something, because I think that would be great. So they have this little cute little graphic thing here. It's like a food truck menu. Solo snacks. All solo loops comes with new loot free of charge. Torchbug tunnels free. Solo adventuring loop with crunchy, savory ember flies. Watcher's Folly free. Solo adventuring loop with tangy bats. Flooded Ruins free. Solo adventuring loot complete with all your favorite watery creatures. Ooh. Bulletin board tasks free. Bite-sized adventuring content, rewarding experience, and a side of buffs. Solo loops. Oh, that's so cute. It's like a little hot dog truck. I love it. It's cute. Whoever made this, good job. It's adorable. I wonder if Aloha made this or if like the new marketing initiative, whatever team made that. I'll have to ask. I'm really curious about that. No particular reason, just curious about it. All right. What's new? As mentioned above, we added our bulletin board system. We will be expanding this to multiple spheres of gameplay, giving players more ways to accomplish their goals. These bulletin board boards. Oh my god, can I English? These bulletin boards reward experience to players in the appropriate sphere without the whole game, giving them a productive without. Oh my god, can I English? Seriously. Ugh. These bulletin boards reward experience to players in the appropriate sphere throughout the whole game, giving them a productive way to spend their solo time to progress their characters. Alongside this, we've added more solo loops to more of our Ember veins. With the boost to experience gains from solo and duo mobs, this should all come together to make the solo experience for players while they form groups, wait for friends, or spend small chunks of time in-game much more enjoyable and meaningful. We've truly tried to be attentive to player feedback on this and hope everyone enjoys the adjustments and additions. Of course, I want to add a little caveat here. Naturally, like, that doesn't mean that the first iteration of this is perfect. I'm sure that if it is decided that it's needed based on the feedback of the players, they might adjust the experience gain or whatever from these quests. I imagine at lower levels it's probably fine, but higher levels probably I don't know, I haven't done it. Higher levels might need an XP adjustment, so that being said, go test it out, go try a couple, and give constructive feedback. In other areas of the game, we've made some beneficial changes as well. Martial specialization has seen some significantly beneficial adjustments to their alchemy abilities. Go check them out in our patch notes linked below. 3 Chevron mobs for group content now reward even more experience. We've also made some headway on our tech upgrades, which included more work on memory. You can find the patch notes here. Go check out Eloa's trailer for this patch too, and give it a like and subscribe. As we iterate from patch to patch, adjusting current content and adding new content, we're asking our community to keep the feedback coming and to please be patient with us as we make the adjustments. Thank you all. We are working very hard to keep creating Embers Adrift into the best classically inspired MMORPG in the genre. Support our indie dev team as we grow the world together with our community of players from over 70 countries globally. Stay tuned to our YouTube, our Twitter, and our Discord server for more info about our new content and latest news. Excited to see. Also smart not assigning these dates to these. Yeah, I appreciate knowing how you're prioritizing things but won't have any timing expectations associated with them. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying earlier too. Like, it's good that they kept the list you know, condensed and didn't put dates on them. Like, it's better to manage expectations and pressure. Okay, so that's the big end of January 2024 state of the game announcement and roadmap for this year. This video, I'm gonna edit this and drop this on YouTube, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Drop any ideas you have. I can pass them along. We can discuss them, whatever. And yeah, also use my affiliate link when you buy the game for yourself or a friend. I really appreciate anyone who uses my link. It gives me a teeny tiny commission, and you know, those pennies add up. So thank you so much. So chat, let me see what you guys think. Well, if they poke the bear, I can't say what will come out. More. But I don't use world chat, so I'm exempt from most of it. Yeah, that's true. If you don't use world chat, whatever. What to do with boss fight system? Yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious to see where they go with that. I love, obviously you guys know that I love tactical, strategical games with a lot of different like things going on and happening, different facets to the combat. And while Embers Adrift does have a lot of nuance to the combat, as you level up and stuff and you get into higher zones and you encounter new enemies, it's sort of the same things being recycled. over and over, and I would like to see that be more diversified and have more variety and different interesting things going on than just the same mechanics being reused with different names and creatures tacked onto them. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what they do with this new encounter tech. You're a master angler in ESO? Yeah. With the endgame to lower levels, I think. Yeah. I don't know about the game stuff. Yeah. You don't know about the game enough, yeah. Salty title in WoW, too. Yeah, wasn't that a fishing? Yeah, that was a fishing achievement or whatever. Never played WoW, yeah. I've been real tempted to go back to WoW sometimes, but I just can't. I can't do it. You wouldn't play the actual game then, Alice? What if there was a Gems game? Sure, I would. I would still play the game, but it'd be something to do when I'm fucking standing around in town, whatever. And people would die if you were healer. People already die when I'm healer. On the way to Shitlandia, so you're in pocket for the rest of the stream. Okay, thank you. I will sleep. Well, I won't say I will sleep well, but I'll try to sleep well. I do like boss mechanics in ESO. They're pretty good. Yeah, they're not bad. ESO suffers from the same thing. Kind of that. I mean, a lot of games. Most games suffer from the same thing of reusing the same mechanics and slapping different graphics and mobs on them and whatever. ESO does do that a lot, especially with like the older dungeons and stuff. That was one of my complaints before I quit ESO a couple of years ago, was that I was tired of seeing the same old mobs with different skins and the same old mechanics like over and over, because that's what I enjoy doing. That's always what I've enjoyed doing in every MMO I played. Well, most MMOs that I've played, seriously played, like honestly played. Those MMOs including Rift, ESO, WoW, and Lord of the Rings. Rift and Lord of the Rings were sort of my more casual games that I didn't get too into endgame with, but I really enjoyed playing. And ESO and WoW, both of those games I went very hard on endgame type of content. Like with WoW, I did a lot of mythic, heroic, mythic plus type shit with the keys, and well, even before the keys came out, you know, doing hard mode, whatever. And same with ESO. I used to do a lot of, you know, veteran dungeons, doing hard mode stuff, that kind of thing. So I enjoy that. I enjoy a challenge, and I want more challenge out of Embers Adrift. And listen, I know it's an unpopular opinion. I'm aware that it's a very unpopular opinion, but, and I understand, let me preface this by saying I completely understand and agree with what they've done with Embers Adrift, increasing XP gain, gel, like some of the few tweaks that they've done here and there. The game is considerably easier than it used to be. Personally, for me, that kind of makes me a little bit sad. But I get it. Like I said, I get it. And it has been better for the game overall, because not a lot of people are extreme masochists like I am. I'm the type of person, I will do the same fight 100 fucking times Like, you know, I will keep going. I'll keep doing it until I win. Like, even if I have to take a break and step away and go do something else for a while, like, I still come back to that really hard fight. And, yeah, so, I don't know. I don't know. So, anyways, I really miss doing vet hard mode dungeons with proper chill homies, of course. Yeah, I really miss it too. I do. I I miss that kind of thing. And right now, for me, Embers Adrift isn't fulfilling that for me right now, which is okay. It's not a bad thing. It just happens. I fell out of pace with my friend group, and so I'm no longer advancing to the, you know, more challenging things that I haven't already done a million fucking times. And I'm starting over again. But that's okay, because I have been enjoying starting over again and re-experiencing the game with all the changes that they've made. Without like just speed power blasting through it and actually experiencing it. So that's been fun too. It's just so I'm not, well, on top of, you know, my schedule and all these other things, like having to reprioritize and you know, change up my schedule a bit, so I'm not playing Embers Adrift every day. And one of those reasons why I'm not playing Embers Adrift every day is because it's not hitting that challenging mark for me right now. I'm sure it will again eventually, but right now, at this point in time, it's just not. I love it dearly, but it's just not challenging me, you know?